What's up, guys? My name's Willie G. Got Team Bad Deck here, representing Tyler over here, and he is going to be bringing you guys Space Jam.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Come on and slam, if you want a jam. Come on and slam, and fucking Space Jam.
Thank you, Cameron.
He is playing Beep Boop the Spaceship.
SpaceJam.deck.
Yep. Go ahead and get right into it then.
Alright. Since the ban listed quite a number on this deck, your 2 scouts, still your A game, your A team, whatever. One of the best cards in the deck. You have to play 2 now, so I play 2. Your other savage over here, the Monolith, your giant space wafer of doom and destruction. It's vanilla as shit. I love it.
I've never been more terrified of a vanilla wafer in my life.
Most people play them at 1. I like it at 2 because I like to see it, and I also think it's really hilarious when I just, storm forth it for something and then, savage kids with it.
I personally like it at 2 because it helps make the disco TK a little bit easier on you.
Yeah, his effects, and if something happens to it too, his effects really nice to have. Like if they mind crush it when you search, then you're like, oh shit, where'd my other one go?
That's very true.
More 2-ofs. Big Papa himself, Qliphort Stealth, heart and soul of the deck. This guy is absolutely nuts. Can pulse that you can't respond to. No chainable traps. Sorry, BA. Not happening. Also a 1 scale, so, pretty good.
Worst comes to worst.
Yep. I played 1 shell before in my build, but since the scout got hit, you have to play the second one to make up for a 9 scale that you're missing. Thought about playing Cephalopod too, just, for diversity, and it was shinier. But
it's only really good against, a few decks like Lightsworn, Burning Abyss, and maybe Necros during the late game.
Burning Abyss isn't prevalent at our locals enough for me to want to play it. And usually all of the people at our shop that play Lightsworn, it's the rogue or newer players, so I don't even need it. So 2 shell. Shell's pretty good, helps with an OTK, attack twice, piercing. It's a boss.
The fact that it attacks twice is the best part.
And you can't tell me that is not like Ramael from Evangelion. Look at that AT field deflecting those lasers.
Too good.
That's what made me want to play this deck in the first place. It is literally Ramael. To round off my 2-ofs, the 2 discs. Don't need 3. 2's fine. Still offers the OTK. Still shiny as fuck. Disc. Get on that Space Frisbee.
Disc is one of my more favorite cards, besides the Vanilla Wafer of Doom.
Yeah.
Just because it just looks so pretty.
Yeah. I like the secret rarity on it a lot. Vanilla Wafer is probably my favorite secret rare at the moment, other than, my Burning Abyss stuff. Then you got, your basic triple of the 1 tribute guys, the carrier, the compulse, and triple of your 9 scale MST. Then again, 9 scale, always nice to have now that Scout got hit, so 3 and 3. I like the ratios.
I think 3 Helix is becoming a lot more popular just for names specifically.
And then
again, you can net the 2 from your deck with
your Necros is also a thing, so you don't want to main board 3 MST because you'll run into them quite a bit. They don't play back row.
Besides Mind Crush and Decree, and that's literally it.
And then, since I don't play the slower, grindier version, I play the more aggressive aggro pendulum, I'm gonna, punch you in the dick version. Your 1 Aquapipoth killer, or however you pronounce its G
The
name.
chair.
Yeah. Shikanaga's chair over here. Really good. You can first turn it so easy against BA and just win off of that. What are they gonna do? Tell their parents? No. Really good card. Its effect, people don't even know
forget.
Yeah, people don't even know it has a second effect. Snag a monster from the field or hand. Just sends it. Pretty good.
They choose, which is the only downside, but
Yeah.
they're still minusing.
Well, if you're playing against Necros, it's going to be from the hand, because they'll be like, oh, I don't know what I'm playing against. I might as well just Valk and white board. And to round off my monsters, the 2 main boarded Veilers.
Veiler's really good right now.
Really good. Like Veiler.
Especially if Tellarknight becomes a little bit more popular. Especially if,
Necros is a hard matchup for me now with my Scout. Not being able to search as hard with the sacrifices and stuff. Main deck Veiler, really good. Like it. For spells, obviously, triple summoner art, need to get that Scout, need to get the Scout, need to get the Scout.
Even though you have 4 targets, the 3 is still great because
This
what each of the
makes
targets do.
This makes it so that
fantastic.
instead of playing 6 Scout like I was before, it's 5. So
you do
theoretically,
you still draw into it.
In conjunction with that, 3 of your Patrick Hoban over here. No, draw, always nice to have. Really need to hit the Scout as soon as possible.
Consistency is key with Qliphort. You just can't get a turn behind your opponent.
Since I'm playing the more Pendulum special summon oriented build, just 2 pot, I special summon a lot more often in this deck now that sacrifices at 1. I don't need to default to a sacrifice play. So, pot, still good. Early on, late game, not as much. I usually just set it, and if I side in Storm, then I just Storm it. 2 main board MSTs, Tellarknight, Burning Abyss, Rogue. Still gotta have the MSTs with the Helix to get work done. Next up, 2 Chalice. Chalice, still love
great.
I don't main deck Storm because I love the Chalice. My skill drain took a nosedive too, so it helps me OTK hard in battle step or whatever. Just flip it up, have your opponent run into your 3200 normal stealth or what have you. You can normal summon stealth and it will be 1800. Then when you flip it up, it gets its effect negated, so it becomes a massive 3200 beater, and they just crash into it and die.
And during the damage step, so they can't really chain much to that.
Oh no, it's hilarious. And then the 2 one-ofs, Raigeki, because you OTK. Clear board's always nice to have when you OTK. And because you have to have it, the 1-of Sacrifice, sad day it's at 1. I don't really mind. I mind that my Scout took a hit. I actually would...
Sacrifice could be at 1 as long as Scout's at 3. That would make the deck faster, if not more playable.
If Konami got rid of Sacrifice completely and gave me my 3rd Scout back, I wouldn't care. I
think I like Sacrifice the most for the double tribute.
Yeah.
Other than that,
if you play a more pendulum-centric build, you don't even need it. This is more for a slower, grindier game.
Yeah, it can only search a monster, so... Yeah. You're not playing the laser clip or anything like that?
No, I'm playing
it's too inconsistent?
I'm playing the... I just didn't have space for it because I have to play all these other cards to get to my Scout, and I love Chalice. Chalice is the best.
I would play Chalice too.
Then 2 mainboard Mirror Force. I hate Yosenju. I can't stress that enough. Fuck that deck. Mirror Force. The 2 chains.
You have a lot of effect negation.
Yeah, 2 chains because skill drain at 1. 2 chains.
You also pay a lot with your Scouts, so you don't want to take too much damage. That is one of the flaws with the deck, is it takes damage, even though it can put up a decent wall. But that's after you.
That's why I thought about playing the Cephalopod, but it's not worth it. I'd rather just take the damage and hope someone upstarts me, which everyone plays upstart, so.
It's hard to see a competitive deck that isn't playing upstart.
And then the 3 one-ofs I opt for. 1 Climate Change. Climate Change is a boss right now that Scouts at 2. Just recycle them endlessly.
People like to be assholes and hit Scout no matter what, even if you do play the 1.
Yeah.
So
the 1 Vanities have to play it at 1. It's at 1. What are you gonna do? And the 1 Skill Drain, like I said, it's at 1. Play it at 1.
Like the cards they hit were Sacrifice, Scout, and then they hit Vanities and Skill Drain. So they got 4 total cards hit. So that's you can't play the...
honestly, I wouldn't play the Skill Drain or the Vanities, but Qliphort have the best Skill Drain and Vanities plays in the current game state.
Yeah, and what they really did is that you can now play 6 more cards that are probably traps. Most Qliphort players didn't play a lot of traps, really.
I didn't play... I played just the climate change and the triple vanities, triple skill drain when I played Qliphort.
That's pretty much what people were forced into.
And then I played triple chalice because I was a man and didn't play the dualities.
You didn't need them, honestly.
No, I played
duality wasn't necessary.
No, I played limiter removal and triple chalice just because it was hilarious with the OTK off of disc. It was just so good. Extra deck, really inconsequential, but I'd barely or never use it. But since I had the Veilers, Cataster, if I normal summon the guy, and then it's on board still. If
you play Armades too.
I don't have Armades because I'm poor and white, so Cataster.
Seems to be a problem lately. Being
well,
poor and white.
No, every time I get an Armades, I just sell it. So, I mean, I like money. People have money. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Cataster's really good against rogue stuff too. Like, if they have a problem card on board, or they're like, oh yeah, I have decisive armor in hand, and then you just swing at their Necros monster anyways, and they're like, decisive armor, and you're like, Cataster effect. Then, inconsequential exceeds I'll never go into ever. There's Big Eye, Draco Sack, Master Blades, Dire Wolf, Rhapsody and Berserk I'll probably make, or Dweller. If I actually opt to Pendulum Summon Scouts or Vanilla Wafers, Volcasaur's hilarious. Just a whole bunch of stuff I will never use, but feel like I have to show it off to add value to this deck that's now really cheap. I thought about just playing my BA extra deck in there to give this deck value, honestly. And so, because I like to juke people out at locals a lot. I'll play with my extra deck face up, or I'll put it down face up to start with, and they'll see like a Dante on it and be like, "Oh, you're playing Burning Abyss," and then I flip it over and I'm like, "Okay, Summoner's Art," and they're like, "Wait a minute." I did that the first time I played Qliphort. I came in with I borrowed some Elemental Hero Fusions from Cameron, my brother, and I just had Hero Fusions face up. And then I just played Scout, and people.
That's the trollest.
People were so.
That's the trollest of stuff because they get in the one mindset, so they play differently if they go turn one.
Yeah, people.
They're like, "Oh yeah, I'll just make this play," and then Scout F. What?
It's hilarious.
It is still important to have the extra deck though, and yours is pretty loaded.
Yeah, just in case, this deck got neutered to all hell, but.
It's still playable, and it does still top.
It is still topping.
The first build that topped was before it got hit.
There was a build a few months ago. I think
it was right before the ban list came out.
No, it was after the ban list because it plays a similar lineup to what I'm playing. That's where I got the idea for the main deck Veilers because I don't like my matchups against some decks. And I usually side Veilers, but I was like, I could side in a whole bunch of other cool stuff if I just mainboard the Veilers, so.
That's true. The other build I was talking about, it was right before the ban list. The guy topped with a ban list updated Qliphort
It was the
deck.
one with the Trampolinxes, and it's the slower, grindier Sacrifice Surge deck. And he wasn't playing the towers, but he was playing the triple stealth. So it was the more slower, controlled version. This deck is aggro as all hell.
That's why I'm surprised you're not playing the laser clip because it would let you pendulum out, summon disc, summon towers.
I would play the laser clip, but I feel like I need the Veilers and I need the Mirror Forces mainboarded just because there's so much stuff now that can hurt this deck with my vanities and skill drain being limited.
That's true.
It's just, I need the little bit of protection, but I don't need it so much that I can't just hoss people.
That's true. You got anything else for us, or is that about it?
No, that's, side deck, same as it always is. I just put in the Shadow Mirrors and, Stormforths for added shenanigans. If I run into the mirror match, Stormforth or a monster with sacrifice for, stealth. It's awesome.
That is a great feeling. Well, this has been Tyler /Omni for Team Bad Decks, representing Yamaka the deck. Let us know what you guys.
Yamakas.
Yeah, Space Yamakas. Dreidel, ya.
Yeah.
Leave a comment in the comment section below. Otherwise, this is Team Bad Decks signing out.